Most of Ari Lennox music I've heard has been through Dreamville when she was signed under J. Cole, and now she's no longer there. She's signed under Interscope, and last Friday she dropped her third studio album titled Vacancy. It's 15 tracks long with a runtime of around 50 minutes, which gives you enough time to really sit with what she's saying. Now, I do have my opinions on that, but I wanted this review to come across a bit more direct and palatable. So we're not going to do it the regular way that we usually do, which is track by track. We're going to do it in more of a rant like what we did with ASAP's last album. Now, with all of that being said, this album has flaws, and one of its biggest flaw is the writing. On the very first track, on the hook, she's talking about fucking ChatGPT. It is so sickening. Like, this album could be timeless if it wasn't for dumb shit like that. That hook just derailed this song. Like, if she had made that comment on a one-off verse or something like that, it would have been fine, but like on the fucking hook, just be for real. Another good example of bad writing is on Software Era, which I don't know which executive sat down with her to write this shit, but it's just a bunch of terms from Twitter and TikTok devoid of personality that is just clear Gen Z bait. It is disgustingly bad. And you might make the argument that I'm not the target audience for this project, but I disagree, because I could sing Rich Nigga 8 Figures, that's my type, from start to finish. I could sing Doves in the Wind from start to finish, not being the target audience for that music. I just think that the writing here is noticeably bad. Another bad part of this album is the lack of creativity. Minus that one reggae song, which I didn't expect it to be that good. She sounds really great there. Highlight for me would have to be Buju Banton. Wasn't expecting to see Buju here at all, but getting back to my point, there is a lack of creativity here. Like, we're still doing songs about horoscopes. How brain dead do you need to be to consume stuff like this? Yes, she does sing her ass off, I give her that, but it doesn't negate the fact that this entire premise should be done. It should be retired. Why are we still singing about this? I also have like some slight nitpicking, like it doesn't necessarily deal with this album, but the music video for Under the Moon, like, really bad CGI werewolves. Is this not cringe? And when you put all of those things together, bad writing, lack of creativity, cringy shit, tired, played out topics, it's like, what is even the point of this album? You like to be folded like a pretzel when you're being fucked? Like, this album is so frustrating sometimes. But for as many bad aspects of this album, there are also positive ones. One of those being Ari's voice. It is insanely good. A great example of that would have to be on High Key and Cool Down. Ari's voice is unique. It stands out amongst her peers in a good way. She can really harmonize. She can really hit those fucking notes. There's no arguing that she's a good singer. She consistently delivers that. Which brings me to my second point. This album is really cohesive. For 50 minutes, she carries the majority of this weight. She only has one feature on this album. Everything else she takes care of, and you are still entertained. The production is also another highlight for me. It is rich. The jazz atmosphere really adds to a timeless feel. It sounds amazing. Whether or not you like this album, you can't argue the fact that this sounds great. But with all that being said, honestly, Ari Lennox Vacancy, I think it's a 5. Highlights for me would have to be Company with Buju Banton, Cool Down, and High Key. Yeah, obviously I expect most of you to disagree with my opinion on this album. Ari is really loved, and again, I do enjoy her music. This may not be her best project, but I really do enjoy her work. But yeah, you can let me know your thoughts on this album, whether you agree, disagree, anything at all. Links to it will be in the description, and thank you very much for watching. Bye.